you mind if I talk to you for a minute? You see, these fellas out here, you see, they're afraid of doing that long-term thing. They figure as soon as they lock hearts with another, something better's gonna come along. Well, that's quite possibly true. But the deal is, you're gonna have to find yourself a love, or you're gonna find yourself alone. See, I was cool in them streets, y'all. Yeah, I was cool in them clubs. Real talk, I wasn't thinking nothing about love. Oh, no, no. See, I didn't want nobody trying to partake in my stuff. I thought an occasional one-night stand would be enough. Oh, but one day I met this girl and she ruined my philosophy. It caught me by surprise. Now my heart skips a beat when she comes around. I never thought that I'd be ready to settle down. See, I was about to find myself alone, but I found myself a love. It's gonna take a minute to evolve, but I'd rather have a love than nothing at all. I'm ready for a love of my own.
Ooh, I'm JR, and this is the 40 for 40, and this was called I'd Rather Have a Love. Too many times in my life when I got older, I was told that I'm supposed to sit around here and be like Phil Collins and be like, you can't hurry, love, you just have to wait. And I waited my time. I played the field. I was out there in the country. I did every single thing possible and everything I thought I needed to do to be out there and to be in the world and doing some of this wild stuff and enjoying the fruits of the world and getting my championship belt like everybody else was, either the United States or the Intercontinental belt, whichever one you were after. And if you don't know those terminologies, holler at me in the background on those, because that's not something we have to discuss today. That might be something episode 15 I give you guys. But the more and more I listened to this Joe song, I really thought about it. All of us started out like me and a bunch of the crew. Shout out to GPS and everybody else, my ox and everybody from 215, which is Philly and everything. We were all out there searching for a love, looking for this, looking for that, To each his own when it comes to that. But really understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Nobody wants to be alone. We all put up these fronts and these feelings. We don't want to be alone or lonely. And I'm one of the people, like, I'm going to be honest, I don't have to hide that. I have had a very successful dating and relationship thing where only one summer from the time I was in 5th grade until now, I didn't have a girlfriend or a wife now. And I think the reason that I tell this story so much and I say it as one of the quick ones that I throw out there is because, like, I see people and I hear and I see resentment and bitter taste that come from these people, because all these people line this stuff and they get out here and they do all these memes and all this crazy stuff across the internet and all this stuff to fill the void of companionship. Now, some people can fill that void by simply getting it from an animal, getting it from a video game, getting it from somewhere that makes sense. Now, to each his own. I don't get out here and disrespect nobody. But I will say this. Me personally, I have done the single streets. I've been out there, and that's fun if you like that kind of life. I'm going to be honest to you. I don't like it. And frankly, as an adult, and as when you get older, you notice certain trends and things that take place that made me rather have a love than have nothing at all. Because I'm not saying sit out here and tell these people to be played or get something dumb to happen to them or something like that. Nah. But this is the thing that I'm saying. Like, I could never sit around knowing I see the history and I see repeated factors that go on with someone. And I think that that's going to clear up or change all of a sudden. Because those things happen, sometimes they don't. It's like you can almost foreshadow, or things are foreshadowed for you, or you get that, what do people call red flag? We can use red flag. And the red flags will deter you from people, and it will take you away. Or my favorite word, discernment. Because when you get discernment, that's one thing that will help you out in life. It'll keep you safe. It'll keep you from making decisions that you probably would have not made the same um, 10, 15 years ago. In me, I'm a person, I'm not a victim, but I've had this happen. You know, I had to like rethink the whole plan. I look at certain situations and, you know, I look at certain people and friends. And, you know, when I look at the friends, I'm not saying this in a harsh manner, but I'm saying this in a manner that makes sense. And I could see what trouble they was running into, and I could see why certain things didn't go the way that they thought they should go. Did I put myself in any type of situation like that? No, never, never, no, no, no. I made a way for me to be all right in the world and work through any of my issues, and be able to resolve anything that I needed to resolve. Like if it was unanswered questions or something that I thought that I needed to do, but I realized that I wanted to love. I wanted to love badly. So I made sure that when I made the mistake on one person, that I was able to take a few minutes and gather myself and like realize like in the what in the hell am I doing wrong? What am I doing to make this person not want to be with me? What am I doing with this other person, and knowing that this person is not going to equal to what I desire and what I need? And that's another thing like that I had to realize is like there's needs over wants. So needs and wants, because wants are gonna just disappoint you. Let's just be honest. You're not gonna be happy with the end result, and you can see certain things in certain places that don't always add up. And me being that type of person, I seen this right in front of my face. I was like, "Whoa, brother, slow down." And I slowed down and I rationalized. And then the person that guaranteed the optimal JR, her name's Stacy. She provides everything on my checklist that I needed checked off. And she's got a lovely smile and some beautiful eyes at that. So we'll keep that in there too. But the thing that came here was that I seen it written on the wall. I didn't fight it. I was ignorant on some things and thought that elsewhere would be home. And there was no other home. They were just houses. And houses that are not homes, if you listen to Luther Vandross, that'll be another episode inside of this that you'll get to and you'll understand more about when I say people come from a place of love and some people don't. Well, I come from a place of love, and Stacy comes from a place that had fragmented love, and that those fragments we were able to get together and make those things make sense for us. So, that's why I say I'd rather have a love than nothing at all. And I'm gonna let a little bit more of this Joe play so you can understand how I felt, and then you might feel the same way too. So let's let it roll real quick. Here it goes. I do.
See, I was raised by a good one. Mama told me what a real man should be. She said, son, pick one and treat her like me.
Here's the bad part. What did I do? And then this is what happened to me right here. But what happened? What happened? Here it goes. That was me. That's me now. No doubt. Sometime. And that's enough of that song right there. That song right there sums up what happened to me when I was out here in the field and out here wilding and trying to be somebody that I wasn't and trying to fill these voids or fix something or think that there was something else better out there in the streets or in the world. I found a home. I found a place where I belong, not a house. And that's something that you got to do out here in the world because it's too much of this weird energy out here. And that's why I said I'd rather have a love. So on that note, let's let the British lady take us out.
Please follow WV Uncommonplace on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, TikTok where we have some great content, Facebook, LinkedIn. Hit up the merch store at onecommonplace.square.site. Join the email list from the website and rate, subscribe, and give feedback from your favorite podcatcher. And lastly, thanks for listening and tune into the next episode.